Ooni of Ife allegedly reported Mariam and Ronke to the kingmakers over fighting his decision. Okay, so guys, welcome back to my channel. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. I greet you according to your time and the time you are sent this video. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? And turn on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new content. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it, okay? So guys, according to the information, they said we do know that Ooni of Ife have been fighting towards keeping his wives in a separate location for the sake of peace, as well as for him to bring back his wife, Queen Naomi, and Prince Tadenikawo back to the palace, because Queen Naomi have made it clear that she is not returning to that palace the way it is until the palace is cleared off. That is the only time she will return with Prince Tadenikawo. And we do know that she is doing all of this for the safety of Prince Tadenikawo. And some of these wives, especially Ronke them, Ashley them, Mariam, some of them are not in this marriage with the king because they love him. But they are there so that they will be able to be getting the national cake, you know. And there are some elders who fix them there or who help them to be there, you know. And some of these elders are the same people who are fighting, making sure that the king did not send them out of the palace as he planned. But we do know that sending them out of the palace will be better for them. You know why I said this? Because of all this spiritual attack, basgos, you know, jealousy, and all of that. When they live separately, the level of all of this will be reduced. And this is what the king is trying to achieve so that he will concentrate, you know. Because all of this wahala that he is receiving from these women living together, it is affecting him in one way or the other, you know. So now, a lot of people initially were believing that someone like Ashley and Ronke, who understands the modus of operandum in the palace, will do better, that they are going to support the king in any way they can. But instead of supporting the king, they are now fighting the king because of Queen Naomi. They are fighting tooth and nail to say that Queen Naomi did not return back to the palace, even when Queen Naomi did not do anything to them. And they know that Queen Naomi have the king's son as well as his heart, you know. Because they are grown up, a lot of people expect them to be better, especially Ronke. From what we are hearing, they said the king reported to the kingmakers, telling them that before he married Ronke, that Ronke promised him that anything that will promote peace and unity in that palace, that he is going to ensure that, you know. But right now, instead of Ronke to do as she promised, she is now working against the king. As a matter of fact, they are now planning evil things together against Ooni of Ife, all because of Queen Naomi. And we do know that the king can never ever forget or leave Queen Naomi alone because of Prince Tadenikawo. Ronke, you don't have a son for the king. Mariam do not have a... There's none of them that have a son for the king. And the only person that have a son for him, they are fighting his reunion with the person. It is now obvious that they don't love him. They don't care how he feels. They don't care if he is good or not. Because if they really care, that thing that will make him happy, they will support him to get that. But no, they are fighting it. And the reason they said the king reported them to the kingmakers is because some of these kingmakers, they are fighting with the wives to say that Queen Naomi did not return back to the palace. You know, so now the king is telling them that, look, I present this case, the maltreatment that he is getting from Ronke and Mariam to them, because the same Ronke is the main person that the main reason why the king reported the matter. Mariam is doing her own. The king can handle that of Mariam because Mariam is not from the royal family, and those people that are fighting for Mariam are just fighting for Mariam because of the money. But those ones that are fighting for Ronke and Ashley, they are from royal families too, and they don't want their own to be outside because of what they are getting from the royal family. They believe that if they're outside, they might not be able to get all they have been getting. Because the reason for this marriage is to get or to be taken from the national cake. It's not for love. Because if it is for love, it will not get to this point. If it is for love, they will be able to amend their differences or to, make sure that they are happy. If Ronke marries the king for love, I'm telling you, she is old enough to understand that the king is not happy about everything that is going on in the palace. And she will be able to, say, okay, let me just endure this. Let me just overlook certain things so that my husband will be happy. But from the look of things, it doesn't seem as if she cares if the king is happy or not. What matters to him is that the reason she came to the palace, what matters to her is that the reason she came to the palace, that she is fulfilling it. And this is, some people said she is there to bring the king down. Some people said she is there to overthrow him and all of that. I don't know. But they said the king is lamenting bitterly, telling the kingmakers that, look, oh, this is what I've been passing through in the hands of these women. And that is why I want them to stay outside. It's not as if I don't love them or I will not marry them again, because some of this council of chiefs, especially those fighting Queen Naomi, have told the king that, look, you don't have any right to send these women out of the palace, even when they have not done anything to you. But they never know that these women have done a lot, but the king is just enduring it, bearing it, because he's a king and he doesn't want his family issue to be out there. But right now that the wives are not taking the family issue out for their own selfish reasons, for the elders to be fighting with the king, they said the king have decided to help them bring the matter out, to report to the council of chiefs, so that they will know what he has been passing through in the hands of these women. And for the fact that he is a human being, he's got blood running in his vein, he have feelings too. It is time that these people do something to see that the king lives in good health. Because if he lost his sanity over this, someone like Ronke, or some of them will rejoice because that's their mission. But that is never going to happen. So they said he reported them. And some of the others who have witnessed Ronke insult the king for the first time, they understand him very well. So guys, I don't know what to think. What do you think? Whatever you think, please share with us on the comment section. Don't forget that they're all alleged information, okay? Because I do not live in the palace. Always bear that in mind, okay? Thanks for watching. Share this video. My God will bless you. And subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Bye for now. Love you guys.